got a triathlon coming up, right? The Ironman one. Tell us about that. That sounds big.
Yeah,
Epic.
it's a bit more than a triathlon.
Yeah.
It's something that I got roped into in 2015. A friend of mine who'd known I'd done the London Marathon said, "Look, Shane, I'm part of the sponsorship for Ironman Wales. Do you fancy it?" And I said, "What is it?" "Oh, you got to know, you got to learn how to swim. You've got a bike ride and a marathon. We know you can do marathon." And I was like, he goes, "Come on, it's for my charity, Princess Gate Trust." And I was like, "All right, Di, I'll give it a go."
Twist
Well, naively really, because I knew nothing about Ironman. So I signed up and then found out that an Ironman is basically a 2.5 mile swim straight into a 112 mile bike ride, and then finish off with a marathon. That is the race, which takes most people. Yeah, it takes a bit of time. Most people a day. Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, I thought, have I bitten off more than I can chew here, you know? So I hadn't swum since primary school. You know, I hadn't ridden a bike probably since I was in school as well, and that was a rally burner, great bike, BMX. But I knew I could run a marathon, so I was like, oh, I've got a lot of work to do. I had 12 weeks in which to prepare.
Only 12, that's not long.
No, not at all. And it was hard, you know. I was going in the pool, I was doing 2 lengths, and I was absolutely shattered. Yeah, and you know, I kind of advanced. I was having swimming lessons, and got quite decent to the point where I thought, well, you know, you might be able to do this. But I was petrified of the water because of the amount of people in the water, and the fact it was a 2.5 mile swim. Yeah. So that scared the life out of me. And the bike ride, I bought a drop handlebar, started doing mileage. Never got to 100 miles. I thought, oh my God, this is going to be horrendous. Wow. So 8 weeks into the training, I fell, I twisted my ankle and tore ligaments in my ankle. Oh no. So I had 8 weeks of training where I thought I was doing pretty well. And then I had 3 weeks really prior to the Ironman where I couldn't train. I could swim. I couldn't even get on a bike because I couldn't have that kind of turn and rotation on my ankle. So I thought this is going to be horrendous. But I turned up in 2015 and I thought, right, just give it a go. Yeah, you can always just stop if you want to. And I did. You know, I rocked up to the beach there. They had the national anthem playing. They had Thunderstruck from AC/DC, and I was like, wow, I'm going to do this. You know, my body was all strapped up. My ankle was strapped up. Wow, I had no idea what I was doing. I had no nutrition planned. My goggles were rubbish old goggles. But I got through. I did it. It was horrendous. It was the longest kind of 14 hours of my life, but the support was amazing. And I just got hooked. I got absolutely hooked, despite the fact I see pictures of me now, I look horrendous. I look like I'm going to keel over any second. I'm probably last in the whole of the race, but I'm smiling. And I'm thinking,
you enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed that. So since then, every year, I've done Ironman Wales. It's always a challenge for me.
It's nice to find something when you didn't expect to like it that much and you enjoy it.
Exactly.
It's nice to find it that way, isn't it?
And what I liked about it was that I'd gone from a sport where I was at the elite, you know, I was playing for my country, I was seen as one of the best players out there. And all of a sudden I'm doing this sport where I'm completely uncomfortable. Right. I am not coming first, second or third anymore. I'm coming 4th, 5th, 600th. You're running around with all these people, all shapes and sizes and ages, and it's fun. It is fun, and you're getting all this support from the public, and I was like, look, Shane, this is the closest you're going to get now to running out at the Principality Stadium again. Enjoy it, make the most of it. It's keeping you healthy, it's keeping you fit, you know, it's giving you a focus, it's giving you something to train for. And I've done it every year since, and I absolutely love it. And you know, thankfully Ironman have made me ambassador down there. And I've done it so many times. They've just gone, look, just give him an ambassadorial role for God's sake. Give him a place. Yeah. And yeah, and hopefully, you know, this year, you know, it was postponed last year because of COVID again, which is a shame. Yeah. But at the moment, you know, it's hopefully looking likely that it's going to happen. I think Wales needs it. I think the people of Wales need it. And
can you imagine the atmosphere this time if it does happen? Hopefully it will. You know, it'll be amazing, won't it?
It will be amazing. I haven't been able to do an event this year because of obvious reasons. So, you know, for that to to go ahead, have my family there, have my friends there, family and friends competing as well. My brother does it, my brother-in-laws do it, my friends do it, etc.
You've got everyone roped in.
Yeah, well, it's become such a big part of Wales now that everyone gets involved in it, either spectate or just turned up for holidays and they're like, oh, 40,000 people here in Tenby. And I absolutely love it. So it's, you know, I'm just fingers crossed that it's going to happen this year.
Yeah,
and
I hope so.
And you know, I've trained hard enough for it as well.
I can imagine as the years have gone on, you've improved. Like you've seen the improvements as well. Must be quite nice.
Yeah,
got, you know, fitter and the technique down. And the
problems of being an ex-professional is that you're a bit of a perfectionist.
Yes,
you're very competitive.
Yeah,
and
you don't lose that. You have that, don't you? It's instilled in you.
I always say, look, you're not competing with anyone. You just compete with yourself. You try and better your times every year. But I'd be lying if I said that, because my brother does it, my friends do it, and we're all trying to get bragging rights. We're all Strava kings, we're all king of the mountains, we're all this, we're all putting our stats and scores down. And you know, you're there on the day to enjoy yourself, but of course you're there to beat your mates. Of course you are. Let's be honest. So you've got that side of it, but at the same time, you know, hopefully I can get to the run and I can have that support and I can do it with a smile on my face, and my kids are going to be there, give me a nice high five when I'm blowing out of my backside, and get me through it really. So it's a great day. It is a great day, and it's something that I look forward to. You know, 365 days of the year, I'm looking forward to this event because it gives me a focus. It gives me something to strive for. And to better myself as well. You know, I'm still, even though I'm 44, I still want to improve. I still want to be better. I want to be a faster swimmer. I want my bike times to be better, and I want to get PBs every time I do a marathon. So
yeah, I mean, I love that about sports, proper sportsmen, sports people. You never lose that, do you? It's always, and I think it's a great thing. It's just, you know, it's nice.
No, it is a great thing. Look, I'm not competitive to the point where, you know, I'm going to push someone into a hedge if they're in front of me, or you know, I'm going to cry and not talk to them ever again.
It's in the right way.
But it's just embedded in me, I think. Whereas I don't like, you know, I don't like to not give 100%. And if I give 100% in a game, if I give 100% in a rugby game, and the opposite wing is better than me, then, you know, take my hat off to him. But if I've come off that field and I haven't given 100%, and I'm, you know, I've left something in the change rooms, I am absolutely devastated, and that doesn't usually happen to me. So, you know, like I say, me coming 500th in the Ironman Wales is great because I know I've given my all. There's nothing left in the tank. You know, I'll crawl over that line if I have to. I'm not going to stop. But having your family there massively helps as well. And just a quick funny story, sorry. My first one in 2015, I'd managed to kind of crawl through the swim and get round on the bike.
Cool. That's funny.
Started my run, and I was 1 mile into the run thinking, Shane, you've got 25 miles to go. You need to see your family. You need to see someone just to pick you up. I was on the floor, and I came around the corner. I could see my wife giving me the nice cheer on. And I thought, right, okay, I've got to go over. So I've gone over and I've grabbed her. I've gone, Gail, I don't know if I could do this anymore.
Carry me.
Please help me. And she's gone, grow up, you pussy.
Good girl.
I thought, right, I've kind of let her go, and I've started to run again, and I've gone, I've been hundreds of miles today, and she's probably been in the coffee shop or shopping over in Peacocks or whatever it is, and she's just told me that.
If you're looking for sympathy here, you're not getting it, love. That's what she was saying.
But what a kick in the backside. And I just remember the next 3 miles I was running, and I was giggling to myself thinking, grow up, you pussy. But look, it got me through. It got me through, and you know, thanks, love. I think I needed that. Perhaps not those words, but you know, there was some encouragement there.
Actually, that leads quite nicely into my next question. You know, family and your wonderful wife. So, how does your keto lifestyle fit into family life and friends and things like that? How do you find that?
With friends, everyone's got their own ways of and diet. I've got a friend that's vegan at the moment that I said, you know, I was like, that's never going to last. He's a vegan, but he's, you know, that's what he does. And, you know, I mention meat now and he's like, oh, no, I don't want to talk about that. Right. Which is funny, but we're in our 40s now. So that's, you know, well, that's the way we're going, I suppose. But I've got my brother's on the keto diet. I've got friends that have been on the keto diet that are also doing the Ironman, that have lost weight and have benefited in their training. And of course, my wife came on the keto with me. I already mentioned the fact that We thought we were going to kind of strangle each other the first couple of weeks into it.
Yeah.
But we got through it. We enjoyed the similar food to each other. The kids, you know, the kids are going to eat what kids eat. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say they never have fast food. They never have, you know, the McDonald's or the Domino's, whatever, because they do. They're kids, and most of the time they're out and about, and you don't know what they're eating, to be perfectly honest with you.
Just experiencing stuff, aren't they? Just want to eat.
But, you know, initially, especially with me and Gail, we found that, you know, we eat the same things anyway. We started the keto at the same time. And it was great, you know, again, ups and downs. But, you know, my wife says to me now, you know, she's probably not as strict as I am on the diet. You know, I've got Ironman to kind of worry about and contend with. I want to be as slim and as fit and as ready and as mentally prepared as I can for the Ironman as possible. Gail doesn't have to worry about that. Gail and Georgie, my daughter, are massively into their ponies and horses, so they are active 24/7 with horses. Anyone who's got horses will know.
Yes, it's a lot of work, yeah.
So she's busy, but with Gail, you know, 3 weeks in, she said to me, and she saw the benefits before I did, and I was running miles and miles daily.
It's interesting, isn't it, how different people experience different sort of
different
timings
body compositions, different metabolisms, etc. And 3 weeks into it, Gail just comes up, she goes, Shane, I'm losing weight really quickly. I said, well, yes, that's the whole point, love. You know, I'm not trying to pull the wool over your eyes. That's exactly what happens. I was like, but funny thing is, Gail, I haven't lost nothing. I haven't lost a kilo.
That's interesting, isn't it? Yeah.
And so you know, that's it. That's body compositions, and that's how different people kind of work. But with Gail now, she'll go, oh, do you know what? I'm gonna have to have a sandwich today. Almost feeling guilty telling me, and I'm like, no. Love, you eat what you want, you know, I haven't got any issue with that. You know, you don't have to do this because of me. I enjoy it. She says, no, I do enjoy it, but, you know, can I do this and can I have that? And of course you can, you know, you can have these kind of treats as well. And I think it was like probably maybe 2 weeks after the bad patch, the rough patch we went through as a couple.
Yes, yeah.
Gail, because she goes, Shane, I'm a stone down.
Man,
you know, I'm a stone down and I'm still losing weight and I'm not training. How's this happening? And I was like, well, that is what, you know, I've been told happens. That's what I've been told by Keto-Pro. That's what Rich is telling me. You know, so it's coming to fruition. And she didn't feel
deprived, obviously. You know,
no.
You don't feel like, I'm starving here.
No, never hungry. You know, we both love the proteins as well. So we constantly, you know, Gail will go out to the stables and take the protein shake with her. She'll come in and I'd be like, right, I'm gonna have something now. Do you want something? No, actually, I don't need anything for a minute because I've had right, okay. And it kind of works like that. And like I say, Gail lost a stone. She's kept the stone off, you know. And like I say, she's not religious in keto. She does have the odd day where she eats something different, but, you know, she's over the moon with it. She's happy in herself. You know, like I said earlier, mentally, we're both in better places. And it's helped us hugely, really. And I don't go around saying to all my friends and family, look, you've got to go on the keto, you've got to do this and everything. I think they can just see that what it's done for me and for the family, and they're like, do you know what, I'm going to give that a go. And you know, again, I keep having positive feedback. And it's
so
nice.
Health-wise as well, obviously, because it's, you know, a lot of people do it for the weight loss reasons, but also health-wise, have you had any blood work done or anything like that since? And have you noticed anything that maybe you're healthier now than you were?
Yeah, I haven't had any blood work done. I think for me, you know, if I don't have to go and see a specialist, if I don't have to go and see a doctor, then it says it all for me, you know, and I'm happy in that sense. You know, we're a healthy family. You know, it's we all feel good in ourselves, and I'm at the point where, you know, if it's not broken, don't fix it. I've definitely felt healthier, mentally fitter, more prepared for the training I'm doing. I recover better, and, you know, for me, that's enough. In my head, I'm fit, I'm healthy, I feel good. You know, that's all I need, really. And like I say, Gail's exactly the same. You know, I've got friends who are in the same boat as they say, and never really felt the need to go and, right, okay, let's go and test this, let's have the bloods done and everything. I know my body fat is down. I know generally when I look in the mirror, I'm slimmer, I'm feeling better, and that is enough for me, really. But a lot of people do. A lot of people go and have the, you know, these tests and the bloods done, and it's, I suppose it's just the another tick in the box, isn't it? But for me, if I'm feeling good, then, you know, Gavin Ensign used to say, if I look good, I play good. And maybe that's the case now.
Yeah, maybe. That's a good one. Yeah, I like that one. Well, thank you, Shane. It's been lovely to hear your wonderful stories. I'm going to be laughing about those for ages now.
I know. I can't believe I told you something, especially about the wife one. I hope she doesn't see this.
Oh, she'll be like, there you go, see?
She'd be wanting to kill me again.
It's got nothing to do with keto this time.
No.
Well, thank you so much, Shane. It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure, thank you.